Hi guys, my name is Raquel and I am going to share with you today some books that I have recently read over probably like the last 2 months or so, maybe a little bit longer, but some books that I've read here recently. The first book is going to be Finally Famous by Nitasha Raynor. Finally Famous is so good. It is really good. So Finally Famous is about a guy who is on his way to fame. And on his way to fame, of course, there are these things happening sort of related to the fame. And he is also pursuing this young lady. So, in the pursuit of this young lady, what I love about this is that he is patient with her, he is consistent, and he is like really trying to get to know her. And so the next book is a series. It is by Jesus. It is by Nia Forrester, and it is called Jane Doe Black and Irreversible Errors. So Jane Doe Black is about a lady who is pursuing her career. And at this point, she is pursuing her career above all else. And so, because she is pursuing her career, some things fall by the wayside and tragedy strikes, and she is kind of blown away. This would be, this isn't, I believe this would be in the romance area. It is about, there is a romance in the midst of, you know, everything else that's happening. And I believe that book one, which is Jane Doe Black, is kind of the crazy of the beginning, and Irreversible Errors, the part two, is kind of like wrapping it up and coming to terms with everything that is happening in book one. So it is a really good book. It's not that um, ride away on a white horse type of romance. However, it is still romance, and it's really good. The next book is More Than a Crush by Nicole Jackson. And this too was a good book. I am a huge Nicole Jackson fan. I have literally read all of her books up until this one. There is a part two to this, and then she has another book after this one. So I have not read two of her 55 books. And it's just that in some way I am noticing a difference in her writing style. And not to say that there's anything wrong with it. I just like the way, her style or the way she wrote, or whatever the thing is that's different. I liked how she wrote before. And this is still a very good series. As a matter of fact, I believe it is in the Kindle's top 100. It's in the erotica area. It's definitely spicy. I mean, like, for real, spicy, spicy. But the even the story is good, so it's not just spicy. The story is good and it's spicy. Okay, so yeah. And then we've got my number one pick. That is Stay Scheming by Lady Nesha. When I tell you the book was good, I mean the book was good. The book was good. It was funny. It was hard for me to put down. It was interesting. It was relatable. Like, these characters in this book seem like somebody that I could have lived around the corner from when I was a kid, or maybe even went to high school with. That's how relatable it was to me. And when I say it was funny, it was hilarious and it was spicy. So like she hit all the marks for me. It was spicy, it was funny, it was interesting, it was relatable, and like this was my number one pick. I would anyone who is interested in urban fiction, I would definitely recommend this particular book. I would recommend them all, honestly, but this one for me, out of the five books that I read, this was my number one pick. I wish there was a part two, which I don't think there is a part two, but if there was a part two, I'd definitely be on it because it was just really good. And then I went to the library and I did get this book. And this is a historical fiction book by Vanessa Miller. It is about a slave who has built up hate in her heart because they took her mom away, and she meets up with this man, and I don't know, something happens. I haven't actually read the book yet, but she meets up with this man, and somehow she begins to let that hate go and start to have hope for her future. I'm really looking forward to reading this book. I have just recently here read a couple books by Vanessa Miller, but this one I think that I am going to enjoy. I do enjoy historical fiction, and so I'm really looking forward to getting into this. I do have to ask you guys if you could be so kind as to like, comment, and subscribe. And the other thing I'd like to ask is if you could help me with some new authors, urban fiction authors. If anybody has any recommendations for me, I would appreciate that. Um, so until next time, I will see you soon.